Who me? No, no, no. I'm still married.
Oh, okay.
Nah, I'm still married. Like I'm me and my wife been together for 20 years.
Oh,
So yeah, I mean everything good for us right now. You know what I'm saying? But pre-marriage, oh man. Oh Lord, yeah. Pre-marriage, it was some I was a wild dude, man. You know,
Get out there gallivanting, man.
boy, I was a scoundrel kid. Yeah, but I mean, but yeah, it's like you said, being with each other, since you're young, got together like I was 19 years old, been together ever since. You know, I don't. People always used to tell us, man, y'all was so young, y'all was so young, y'all was so young. Y'all shouldn't be focusing on the relationship or whatever like that. I don't think it's that. Even though we lived in this modern world, I think really.
Y'all hear some feedback?
Yeah, I'm hearing some feedback. I hope that's not for me. So yeah, maybe it is. Let me see something, bro.
You hearing that, Portia?
I don't know.
You still hearing it? Yeah, I'm still hearing it.
Is it me? I'm gonna put it on mute. Let's see.
Hello?
Yeah, I hear you, bro.
So probably was I'm hearing you just fine. You hear me just fine?
Yeah.
Unmute yourself again, Portia. Let me see. Hello? Oh yeah. You got anything on around you or anything? Like anything else?
No, I'm in the bed. I ain't moved this whole time.
No, we good now. Yeah. No, yeah.
Probably just a bad reception area or something like that.
I was by the window. Now I kind of moved away from the window. So maybe
that's probably what it was.
But I mean, like we good. Like we been here 20 years and yeah, we had our ups and downs, but marriage going on right now. We not in one of them situations like we hate each other, because I've seen some people who, like I said, like you were saying earlier, a lot of people don't make it for a marriage. A lot of people nowadays in this modern world, marriage is predicted anywhere between not even 5 years.
Huh? About 3 to 5, right?
Nah, 3. Most of them are tapped out before 3 years. So yeah, I don't know. Like I say, I'm doing fine. Mine's blessed. I'm thankful for the wife that I have, and I just pray over my relationship every day, and I thank the Most High that I'm older now.
Yeah.
That's it. I'm older now.
You say you ain't a rascal no more, huh, brother?
Yeah, man. I always tell my wife, people just get sometimes you just gotta let, especially in this modern world, with the way a lot of us grew up. First of all, you got to understand, we got to get past what we seen growing up, and then we got to get past what we actually lived through growing up.
Yeah.
And then we come into a relationship and try to get married with all that we seen, all that we lived through, and now coming into this new phase of life of
you gotta navigate through that, huh?
Looking at everything that you done seen and that you came up with and being like, damn, that was totally wrong.
Yeah.
That was totally ass backwards.
Yeah.
And I was learning from, and you learning, me and you both learning from people who was, quote unquote, yeah, they was just living their life, but in the wrong capacity.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, it's pretty much gotta customize your own, keep everybody out your business, customize your own relationship.
Yeah.
And long as y'all know what y'all got going on, you know what I'm saying? And leave everybody out. Leave all the communication with a lot of people out, If we gonna communicate with anybody, it's gonna be somebody professional, unbiased. I don't communicate with my family about my issues in my marriage, and she don't communicate with hers.
Yeah.
And I think that's probably one of the biggest reasons why we stayed together this long. Because when you get married, and it sucks, every marriage that I've been to, you always see that group of people that's going to tell the people who just got married, oh man, all the horror about marriage. And then it's like, that's you. That was your situation.
Like projection.
And then the stuff that you telling me, you didn't even go fight for, you didn't even go work on, you didn't even go seek help on it. So it's like, you know, and you just got to keep the outsiders out of your, you know, whether they friends, whether they friends with your spouse or whatever, way before you came in the picture. Hey, it's time to re-navigate that. Don't nobody come before me, friend or not.
Yeah.
Don't nobody come before you, friend or not.
Yeah.
You know. It's just a whole reprogramming. You know, marriage is a whole new level of life, and this is a beautiful thing. Like, it's a beautiful thing when you feel like, and I'm gonna say feel like, it's a beautiful thing when you feel like you got the right person. You know, because I can't definitively say that anybody has the right person. You know, because you know how it is in life. Sometimes the moment you kind of prop something up a little bit, and then ass start to get shown.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
So
like I'm not really speaking on y'all two. I would just say in general, I think a lot of people in this world wear masks and they don't really show you who they really are. You know what I'm saying? And then like you said earlier about you get them locked up, and then the real you come out, and then you're like, oh damn, if I knew that was you, I wouldn't have married you. You know what I'm saying? But then you kind of feel stuck, and then a lot of people stay in marriages longer than they should because you're like, damn, like you feel obligated, like you said, like Portia said, there's a lot of pressure. You know what I'm saying? So it's like it's tough when you meet some, like I think they say you meet somebody representative. Now I ain't the perfect dude, but all I can do is just be me. I just, I'll show you me. You know what I mean? And you vibe with it. Then we can go deeper. We can explore it. But a lot of people just put on the facade, man. And I think a lot of that's why I think this 3-year thing is necessary. Let me see if you still the woman I married 3 years ago. You know what I'm saying? I had whatever it is. You know what I'm saying? And if I'm, and if you feel, like I say, if you feel like you don't want me, cool. You know what I'm saying? Like, rather than sneaking and lying to me and tell me, oh, it's cool, but then like all the time you was feeling some type of way, like just I like y'all said, I think communication is very key.
Very key.
In relationship, you know what I'm saying? If you feel a certain type of way, tell somebody, and try to work on it, but if you tell somebody that they don't work on it, well, you know where you stand. You know what I'm saying? You gotta make your move.
Exactly.
But that's just from what I say. I ain't talking. I'm not the married one. You know what I'm saying? That y'all two can see that. You know what I'm saying?
All right, so we jumped into a stroll down the TL. Let me go ahead and run through these. Maybe one or two of these real quick.
Okay.
All right. It comes from Goldie. She says, "Is it ever too late to start a new career? Is it ever too late to start a new career?"
Nope.
You said that quick, Portia. Why you say that?
Because I know so many people who reinvented themselves and done different things even after retirement. And it makes me think of there's a show called Grace and Frankie, where they're like these two old ladies who like decide to start like their own business in their 70s. Right. Yeah. And become really, really, really successful very quickly. Like, no, it's never too late.
I agree with that 1000. Like I don't know how many of our episodes you don't watch, Portia. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, once again, we appreciate you for being on, and I want to talk to you some more. But if you would have asked me 10 years ago when me and Messiah Boss was out there in the clubs and all that, if you would have told me we would have had a podcast, I would have been like, yeah, I know Messiah got one. I know that. But like you said, I'm with him. Nah, because this, like I said, this is a dude high class. Shout out to you, man. I would have figured them two would have linked up. That was another one of our partners. But like, and I'll just say this, I'm glad I'm doing it. You know what I mean? And it's like therapy. So I love it. It's like you said, it's never too late. You know what I'm saying? What about you, boss?
Is it ever too late to start a new career? No and yes. No and yes. I feel like people should be able to take any shot that they think in their mind that can be somewhat profitable, not only to their life for the pockets, but something that could possibly change the world and things like that. Nah, I think you should be able to do that whenever. But I think it's a certain time where it's too late to be taking unforeseeable losses. And what happens is, a lot of these people be trying to jump from career path to career path with no plan, no structure. And they just hop around, like a frog, and it's just like no care in the world, no plan, no limit of how much you're going to, no time period of how much you're going to give something. And you see it every day. It's just like you see people that'll jump from job to job or company to company as if like these people don't see what's going on. Like, and this is your career. This is your degree. This is your, like, people pay attention to that. And sometimes that's where you got to understand in life that all money ain't good money. Sometimes the jump is not necessary. Sometimes you can lust the move so much and it can hurt you. You know what I'm saying? It can hurt you real bad. Sometimes you can lust a position too much, or you can lust a change too much that it could be detrimental to what you got going on now. I see people happen. How many people you think, like they mistake a career move, they treat it like a bet, or they treat it like a gamble. And then they lose big, So if I would tell anybody who's trying to make a career jump or start anything new, at least have a strategy behind it if you're gonna do it. Don't just wake up today and because you're tired of being at this job that you've been working for 17 years, knowing in 20 years you're gonna be able to retire. Oh, I'm just gonna jump out on my own and do this. And if it don't work, then you trying to come back to this job and get your 17 years back, and you can't. You know what I mean? Like, you got people who make those mistakes every day. So it's just kind of like, just know what you're doing.
Because when you say career, you just you just don't start a career. Like, let's just say
you invest time in it.
Yeah, you got to learn. You got to go to school for it or whatever. So you got to go through a process before you even start. So like you said, if you want to do that, just be willing to put the work in, and then but like, because if you put work in, that means you're just not jumping around willy-nilly, like you said. You know what I'm saying? I agree with that.
I just tell people, don't burn your own bridges to being successful.
I agree.
Because it's so many people who do that, man, and you'll be surprised. Like, there were people who was on top yesterday, and today they on bottom now. True. Behind one false move, or one bad investment, or one bad investment, or hooking up with the wrong people, or and it's down. So when you do make these new career jumps and paths, like, you can do safe things, like us starting a podcast. This is not detrimental to none of us. This is not killing none of our pockets. We put extra into what we do, but this is not hurting your primary situation.
Exactly.
This is totally different.
Exactly.
Like
side hustle.
Exactly.
Until it become the main hustle.
Exactly. So people got to know the difference between stuff like that, because that same type of just gun ho and be impulsive and jump and just do this. They doing it with the primary, you know, and it's just bad. It's just bad for business, you know. All right, we got one more. It's a little funny, but all right, let's see what we got. This is from Eve.
My girl, I love it.
This from Eve. I seen this earlier. Wow. She says, "Why are men intimidated by a toy doing sex?" Jesus Christ!
Wow!
Why are men intimidated by toys doing sex?
Man!
Oh man! I just had to do a little speaking on this, man.
Oh man!
Oh man! Miss Porcelain.
I am not a man.
No. You're not a man, but you can speak on the situation. Why? Because you're the other half of the equation.
Yeah, you said that's your girl, so you go speak for her. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I don't know her in real life.
You can't speak for her. This is just I know she might got her own situation.
Yeah.
You know, but at the end of the day, or she just asking it, or she just could be asking a question.
She made that post based on someone else
basically
having a thread and realizing in that thread a lot of men said they don't do toys or they don't have their response.
Exactly.
So I don't know why people will be intimidated. I mean, I understand why, I guess, because if it's your mission to like be Mr. Macho and put it down, and you got this toy that's for sure gonna get her there in a way that you might feel a type of way. But I think what was key is that I'm hearing the feedback now.
Echo, yo.
But I think
I'm hearing
a lot of people, if they just recognize that toys are to help you, it alleviates some of the duty. It help you, y'all put in a lot of work. Shoot. And so look at it as a teammate to enhance, the experience instead of something replacing you. Because let's be real, toys are nice, but if you for me, I am not that. I do have toys, but I am not that big on them because I like the experience of a man. I am an affectionate person. I want the whole experience. I want to feel him. I want to touch him. I want to kiss him. Yeah. The toy is gonna get me to that orgasm, but it's not gonna be like the one I would have with a man. Because to me, the one I would have would be explosive. I can't say more or less explosive, but differently because of the entire experience of that.
Yeah.
But I have definitely experienced it like toys and sex with the man, and it is unlike anything you ever experienced in life. I'll tell you that. So I highly recommend adding it. Yeah, there's men out here that literally will purchase the toys for the person that they with and enjoy themselves.
And that's where I think a lot of the I guess the issues come from. It's about the actual toys for a lot of dudes. Like I said, there's a lot of men out here whose soul, their soul being, is oh man, is that me with the echo like that bad? All right, okay. So a lot of men, their soul being, right, is tied to their sexuality. Yeah. It's tied to their performance. Yeah, they carry themselves thinking they carry themselves based on how they think they are, like you said, macho because of sex or because of money. So when it comes to a lot of these dudes being afraid of toys, and this is crazy because I've had conversations with dudes like this, and you would trip. Like, first of all, you have to think about the whole aspect of the type of toilet they're using, right? So when it comes to the type of toilet they're using, you're gonna have some dudes who are gonna be, saying, "Man, I ain't gay, so I ain't touching a dildo." Okay, well, you got to deal with that. You got to deal with that type of a relationship you got with yourself about your sexuality. So that takes that out. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, so many people think that it's an indoctrination or it's an indictment against who they are. When a woman wants to do something else, oh, let's try this. Let's try this. I'm not enough. They feel like they're inadequate in some way. And trust me, there's a lot of men that feel like that.
Yeah.
There's a lot of men that feel like that, because ain't no way you could post that question like that. And that's one of the questions that you'll probably get a lot of the real, nah, man, I don't do that. Most sexual questions you probably can ask a dude like, hey, man, how many niggas on here make that girl come? And everybody on the timeline gonna be like, shit, I handle my business. Nigga, it's a fucking lie. It ain't 100% success rates on the TL. It's not happening.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So niggas have to be real with themselves. When it comes to these toys, man, it's a toy. You're a human. You're a man. Depending on how long you've been with this person, this is where the communication comes in at.
Yeah.
If you want to purchase your own, obviously, because she might come to the encounter with her own toys, and you want to be like, nah, I want to get some shit that I'm only attached to. Okay, do that. You know what I'm saying? Because I remember I was talking to one dude, and he was like, yeah, man, a female was talking about, like, she like to do use toys and shit like that. And I'm like, well, see, that shit, it's fun to an extent, so what's up? And he was like, bro, this broad just came out with like 3 12-inch dildos. My nigga, I'm not that big. Like, you know what I'm saying? You feel me? Like the nigga was intimidated by the shit. He was like, nigga, I can't do nothing. What I'm gonna do with this?
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? Real live intimidation by the plastic. And then, like, it was a lady that posted a tweet earlier that was like, what would you fellas do if after you and your girl was done having sex, she picked up the strap and started going at it by herself again? Now, every nigga was on that bitch talking about something. Shit, I just be enjoying it. Most of them niggas probably was gonna feel insecure about the shit.
You gonna feel insecure? Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah.
Most of them niggas.
I ain't enough.
I ain't enough. So, I think it's just one of those things that, as time progressed, as the world have changed, like, you got to understand, there was a time before all of that shit was here. That there was a time where, sexual experience was strictly man and woman.
Yeah.
And let's be honest, we fought from that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like 60, 70 years ago, you probably could have never told them people that women was gonna be walking around with dildos and straps talking about we doing it ourselves. You know what I'm saying? So the things have changed. So a lot of these people look at this shit as competition. Yeah. It's just like if a woman was to finish having sex with her husband and she thinking she did a good job, and then he go pull out the sex doll and get the hunch of the sex doll, like, I want the sex doll. You think she ain't gonna sit there and feel insecure about herself after that? He just sitting there humping on the sex doll?
Yeah.
Definitely.
Come on. And I mean, too, depending on, what the woman's sexuality is like, she might want to sit there and watch it. You know what I'm saying? Because some women might like that shit.
Yeah.
But the average woman is not gonna be okay with her husband pulling out a sex doll after he just had sex with her and get the hunching on the sex doll like he ain't have sex with her in a month.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, so I think this is where I think this situation right here is kind of like one of those double standard situations where a man gonna kind of lose if he say he got a problem with it. He gonna be like, oh, you ain't insecure in yourself or whatever, because it's just one of those things that separates, the man for the woman, and these toys, majority of these toys, bro, like, I mean, you have toys for men too, but majority of these toys that men use on women is really for her pleasure.
Oh, yeah, for women, yeah.
Like they have some for men's pleasure, but majority of them it's really to get her where she needs to go. You know what I'm saying? Get her to see, get her third eye open to see a new experience or something like that.
Yeah. I mean, me personally, I think communication is key. You know what I'm saying? I think all of that would be, discussed before we even go there. You know what I'm saying? Like, because I'm asking questions. You know what I'm saying? Like, you tell me what kind, and then we go from there. I wouldn't, and if you told me, I say it like this: if let's just say I wasn't enough in that department, if I was coming up short, like Portia said earlier, I'm gonna get ghosted anyway, right? But like this is talking about if we in a relationship, huh? That I'm guessing from that tweet, right?
Man,
I
just think it's just
there's no parameters to that.
Yeah, that's the problem. I just think it's just sexual, because you have to understand, man. Sex is so progressed and so straightforward, and it's happening so quick now.
Yeah,
that it's like you can meet a person today, start having sex with them. You can meet a person today on Thursday, become sexual with them by Sunday, and then all of a sudden let's use toys next Wednesday.
Yeah.
And it's like
you can meet on the day, sex on the day, and till the next day. Like,
Exactly.
So when you're looking at how progressive sex is moving, it's like, damn.
Yeah.
Like, and when it comes to that, it comes to who are these people coming from? Because to me, it's like I said, it's communication and it's a timing thing. Like, because you have some women out there that'll tell you, like, I gotta use toys every time I have sex.
Yeah,
it's just
for me personally, like, I'm like, damn, do I fit in there? Like I say, communicate. My next question would be like, do I fit in? Or
it's not that. See, that the problem is that, like, it's not even the problem. The situation is that, like I said, so many the sexual nature of a person is so advanced.
Yeah.
With these women, like with a lot of these women now, they want all holes filled at the same time.
That's what I'm saying.
Okay. So exactly. Okay. You know what I'm saying? So
like it's not even physically possible for you to even do for any.
Got you.
I mean, hold on now. It's not physically possible for a man to do it.
Right.
But,
I
with
mean,
some help, you can.
Or him and two straps can get our holes filled.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's like, I guess some men are looking at it like, okay, hold on. When is probably I'm just enough. When I'm just enough.
Yeah.
And they have a right to, you know what I'm saying? I'm not knocking for brothers to be like, nah, I don't get on with toys or whatever. But if this is what that woman into, you got to think about it. Like, this is her experience. This is how she sexually express herself.
Yeah. And
it's either, like you said, you can take it or you can leave it.
Yeah. And and like I say, it depends on really the depth of our relationship. You know what I'm saying? If it's just a, what I call a quick sneak link, and I'm gonna get ghosted, well, I'm probably feel a type of way, but okay, well, she in the deep end and I'm in the shallow end, you know what I'm saying? So I'm like, hey, I'm out of there, you know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, but like if it's somebody that I've gotten to know and try to build a connection with, and we're communicating, we talking, well, we're gonna figure it out, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. I'm willing to I ain't gonna say I'm willing to do anything, but hey, I'm open-minded, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It shouldn't be nothing. It shouldn't be nothing that, honestly, I just feel like it shouldn't be nothing that a little conversation.
Yeah.
Can't fix.
I mean, the people have to own where they at, right? Like you don't have to be open to toys, right? Like men or women, right?
Yeah.
And you could be like, absolutely not.
Yeah.
And then you'll find somebody who will be on that same level as you.
Exactly.
Like,
Yeah.
I think people feel pressure to be or do what other people want, and
Yeah.
Right.
Exactly.
and it's not necessary. Like, I
Exactly.
didn't really have experience with toys until recently. Like, my sister just bought me a toy for Christmas. Like, and that was my like first little vibrator in ever. Like, so, and like I said, I'm in my 30s. Right. So it's, for me, it was never a requirement because I enjoy sex, period. Like,
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
however I have it, like with whoever I have it, it's
Yeah.
not a requirement for me.
Yeah.
Other people may be different. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So you
Yeah.
find what you got to know what works for you
Yeah.
and connect
Yeah,
with people.
exactly.
If it ain't for you,
Yeah.
they just ain't the one. Like,
Exactly.
I'm getting out the pool. I'm getting out the pool, Bucko. Man, she
That's,
deep in. I'm out of
that's
there, bro.
what, and that's the thing. That's what you have to know, and this is why you have to kind of like know your partner sex. Like,
Yeah.
they just have to be honest with you about them sexually.
Yeah.
Just behind y'all closed doors about sexually what they've been involved in, what they like. Because at the end of the day, it's just if you got this crazy crave of all kind of wild sexual shit, you know what I'm saying? And I'm not used to this shit, but it's not that I don't like you. I just need to know, like, man, what the fuck been going on to where I need to be trying to perform all this shit to satisfy you.
Where do I fit in? You know, how do I fit in this? You know what I'm saying?
Do I want to?
Or do I want to?
Yeah. Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Instead of just being like, you know, I guess just get with the program, you know.
Yeah.
So, you know, because I remember when I was younger, man, coming out of high school, bro. It was this girl, and her thing was she just liked to be gangbanged, bro. Wow. That was her thing, like her sexual experience, and I was just like once she got comfortable, you know, with her sexuality, figuring herself out, and once she got turned out to her first like little gangbang session or whatever, and that was her thing.
Yeah.
You know, like I don't want to have sex unless, you know, two or three dudes roughing me up.
Yeah.
You know, and she know, like, I'm not the monogamous type. I want the 2 or 3 niggas roughing me up at all times.
Yeah.
Hey, you know, do your thing, Bucko.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
So it's all about communication.
Like you said, you know, and I think when you're honest with people, you gonna run into people that's gonna be with it. You know what I'm saying? And you, instead of trying to like, you know, put up a front and be like, I'm not like that, but you really are like that. You know, if you just straight up, you know, you'll run into people that get on the program with you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Don't try to change nobody. You know.
Yeah.
They ain't with it.
Yeah, tell boys stop trying to swim where they know they can't swim at.
Yeah, man.
You know what I'm saying?
Nah, man. I'm in the shallow end, bro. I'm just saying, keep it real, man. You know, come on, man.
Yeah. So, I don't want to talk about that. I think that's kind of. Yeah, we were just gonna move it on. We were just gonna top it off with a little funny segment of the podcast, man. I'll just make this a little flush. And yeah, let's just go right into this. Shit happens, Bucko.
Come on, Bucko.
First of all, man, I gotta talk about this shit right